good friend of mine from the East Coast is in town, and we've been visiting, and wanted to show him my boats. So I've been keeping an eye on the hot pond in town, and it's open. So Donald and I got out. We ran these two boats, and I videoed the runs. So I'm going to share them with you. It's always a concern, wintertime, cold water, running the boats, but it's nice to be able to. Anyway, I had 3 sets of batteries charged up. I ran the tunnel haul on 6S, and then I had 6S charged for the Animal Twin Cat and 8S. But in the end, I was pretty happy with the 2 runs that I got in. And yeah, I didn't feel like pushing it. I was pretty happy with the runs I got in. Didn't have to do any rescues. So here's the video of these 2 running at the hot pond. So on a straight run, watch how much the hull comes out of the water. You want to slow it down, settle it, and let the inside edges of the sponsons bite on the turn. So then it becomes a matter of letting off just enough to settle it, let off, have an edge bite, and then start adding throttle through the turn. These things turn really well both ways. Now I have a question for you. Do you want to drive it?
No.
Okay. This would be one boat I'd let you drive because it launches easy, it turns well left and right. Like watch this, you can just ease this out. Whereas my higher performance ones, they'll plow a little bit and you got to like launch them. And then settle them, and you could just drive it around quarter throttle. It's just so well behaved. But what you don't want to do is get directions mixed up, and then freeze up and like Daryl when he hit me with snowmobile, not let off the throttle. You get in trouble, just let off the throttle. Look, you're out of trouble. But it's amazing how mentally some people can't process it in the moment. So let's take it out where it's a little bit more water, rougher. Doesn't take scale wise much rough water to be rough for a radio controlled boat. But that's handling that nice, right? Like this would handle probably up to 4 or 5 inch chop.
Okay.
Still be able to run pretty fast. See that bounce?
Yeah.
It's a driving thing and a tune thing.
Okay.
I'm really close on the tune. So if I don't add throttle again, see how I added throttle on that one? See how it hugged the turn?
Yeah.
If I go into turn with just part throttle, see that? See the bounce?
Okay.
So it's tuned for 100% on the straights, let off and try to hold 80% through the turn. What's my time looking like here? I got a timer. Okay, so minute 47. I'm just thinking about temperature. It's gonna run nice and cool. This water's cold, but I don't remember how long a timer. And then on 6S, as far as how hard I've been running it, not turbo hard, but I've been pushing a little bit. Let me hit my reset. Minute 47. I got it set for 4. I'll go another minute, right back down to 3, which would be about a 3-minute run. Just because I haven't been running for a while, I don't know. I'm pretty sure in this cold weather, it's gonna be fine. But I'll give her another. I always err on the side of caution for overheating electronics. So let's just say we were doing laps. We'll do right turn laps. So I want to make a turn there. I want to go down the back stretch. I want to make a turn there. Let's see if I can lay down some nice laps. You can see my wake. I don't have buoys.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something after I'm done doing this next 2 laps. Then I'm gonna bring the boat. Oh, I got a little wide there on that straightaway. See that?
Yeah.
Got off my path. So you want to stay as tight as you can to the buoys, but it's called a change in perspective. If you run it down the straightaway, see the side of the boat, you're running an arc.
Okay.
Right? All right, let's call it on this one. Steer it out. Reading. She's flattened out a little bit. See me running toward shore?
Yeah.
As far as not knowing this site. That's into the wind. I'm feeling her out.
Okay.
I don't want to have to do a rescue if I can avoid it. So I'm gonna go a little farther in. I'm also looking for sticks and stuff. I want to run more out. Into out with the wind. That was probably not quite 3/4 throttle.
Okay.
She's got juice.
Just leaping out of the water.
She got lots of juice. Yeah, it's a fun boat. Not a cheap date, but it's worth every Benjamin. See depth perception there?
Yeah.
I ran out nice that time. Let's bring it in and let's just take a quick look at what you just seen for speed. So here's a really nice radio and speed control. See how I can just give a little bit of throttle?
Okay.
Where's my reverse? I thought, yeah, there it is. Should be close enough for Bluetooth. I'm gonna guess it was north of 70.
Okay.
Probably more than that, but I don't want to exaggerate. Stop, read, 83.
Nice.
Yeah. It was, I'm going easy on it. But, so now, a lot of people re-zero it, but I know, even if I go slower, it'll record a slower recording when I hit start again. So now I'm eyeballing this piece of concrete here. Am I going to make this turn here? Because our rudders are cut down. They're very ineffective at low speed.
Okay.
For less drag is the purpose of it. But watch this launch. See what I mean? Like it's got power to sell. So I don't have it trimmed for laps. If I hold the speed up, it'll turn really well, but it'll tend to oversteer where it'll dive into the turn.
Okay.
For speed, my speed trim right there. See that?
Okay. Yeah.
Right. I think I got to move the center of gravity back, and then I'm not sure where I'd need the stinger angle, but it'll still, she'll handle. And I'd also do this. I would turn down my dual rate on my radio. When you get it tuned right, and you'll even change it for different water conditions, I want to make a turn. I want to let off the throttle to a point I know it can turn, and I want to turn to the stops. I don't want to have to feel how much turn. Yeah. Then I won't oversteer. That's the guys that race. That's how they make their fastest laps. So then you have a radius to the buoys. They want to run buoy to buoy. So you got some places 3. The better setups, I got 5 buoys. 1, 2, the middle buoy, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So you want to run from the end buoy on a turn to the first buoy. You want to run buoy to buoy on the straight. When you go past that first buoy, let off the throttle to your 90% or whatever it can handle turn, and then full pin to the stops on turn. When you come out at the end, you're carving that radius. You're not steering, and because it's the depth perception, all that, right? And you learn that from practice, right? Running the boat, lots during practice. And then when you leave that buoy, you want to run buoy to buoy, and that's the hard part. If you go wider, now you got to make a bigger turn, but your turn to the stops is going to cut into the buoy if you start out wider. Okay. Follow that? You want to come right in as tight as you can in that buoy. That's the shortest distance around, right? Shall we try another shot at the speed? I'm definitely not going to do it going into the wind. I'm pretty sure, even on 6S, I'm pretty sure it would launch. I'd blow it off. Okay. I'll give her just a little more bean, see what I feel like I can. That was getting there. It was close to full throttle, but it wasn't fully freed up. Yeah. Where am I? Whoo! See what I mean by how quick you run out of room? Yeah. All right, let's see if we beat 83. Not promising anything, but I did get farther into it and I held it a little longer. 88. And you know what? I'm done. By that I mean, it's got to do with the nerve thing and the risking it thing and all that. You saw 88. Okay, what I'm getting at is that I don't have enough room on 6S in here. Okay. Right? Like I started deep and I went out. See how this curves around? It's very just, you think I'm running straight in the shore. Well, I'm going past that. Yeah. Right? If I ran it on 8S, 2 things. I'm not looking for more speed. And I think it'd be pretty down. I could maybe with 8S hit mid 90s or 100 in a shorter distance, but I didn't come down here to do that. I just wanted you to see the boat run, whatever. And these aren't the most ideal conditions, wintertime and cold water and whatever. I'm pretty happy with that, is all I'm trying to say.